How to earn points in SCR. We all know that Metro is coming out soon, but all these new trains and routes are going to cost a lot of points. If you haven't been saving points up, don't worry, because today I'll show you all the ways you can earn points in SCR. And be sure to stick around to the end of the video for the best method of earning points. Shall we get started? Driving. Almost every SCR player knows that driving trains earns you points. 5 points for every stop, an extra 5 for the final stop, and another 5 on top of that when you have a guard on board. You could drive any route, but not all routes were made equal. There are some that will earn you a lot more points than others. For a start, we can rule out Airlink and Express. The distances between stops are too long, and your average points per minute will be low. Connect and Waterline are better for earning points. A well-known option is the Benton to Greenslade route, because it nets you 35 points in about 5 or 6 minutes. Well, that's if you're running on time anyway. And remember, it's even more points when you have a guard. You'll run behind schedule, as you have to wait for the guard to close the doors, but the extra points make up for it. I have some other suggestions too, because maybe you don't have Waterline. The Stepford Victoria to Airport Central route is one that every player gets when they join SCR for the first time. Spawn at Beachley Sidings, stop at Financial Quarter, and finish at Stepford Victoria. That will earn you 15 points in just a few minutes. But when you get to Stepford Victoria, don't bother turning around. Just despawn your train and go again. This can be a bit boring, but it's an easy strategy. Or if you don't mind grinding, and you have a Willowfield route, spawn at Willowfield Depot and drive straight to the station. Terminate and respawn. That's 10 points in even less time. Dispatching. Dispatching offers a good balance between points and enjoyment, because it can be fun to see a variety of trains coming into the station. Each train you dispatch is worth 5 points, so all you need to do is find a busy station, and my favourites are Stepford East and St Helens Bridge. Sometimes I've been dispatching at Stepford East when trains arrived at all 4 Connect platforms at one time. By dispatching them one after the other, I earned 20 points in 2 or 3 minutes. However, one downside of this strategy is that it requires you to have reached dispatcher rank. And if you are a dispatcher, you'll know that there are plenty of times when stations can be completely empty. Guarding. I'll briefly mention guarding because it makes a nice change from driving and dispatching, but I don't recommend it. Guards usually make trains run behind schedule, but it's only the drivers that get bonus points. Guards only get 5 points per station, instead of the 10 points that the driver gets. It would be much more efficient just to drive your own train. Buying points. In case you didn't know, you can buy points. Passenger. You could also earn them as a passenger. You get 1 point per station as a passenger. But there's one method that I think is better than all the rest. Signaller. That's being a signaller, which is the ultimate method for earning points in SCR. This is because signalers earn points for every minute they sit on a desk, even if they're not doing anything. If you're not already a signaller, you don't need to be. If you have access to a private server, you have access to all the in-game roles. I like spawning at Stepford Central and sitting at Desk A, because this gets me 3 points every minute, even if there aren't any trains in the private server. And then, because I'm on a computer, I just use an auto-clicker to avoid being kicked. 3 points per minute isn't as high as some of our previous methods, but I can earn these points while completely AFK. That means I can go and do other things and be getting free points in the background. I've been testing this method for the last 2 days, and I've already earned enough points for the Class 397 and 332, plus a few routes on top. And if you are a signaller, you'll know that this is the best method already. That's because the points earned per minute increases with each train in your signaling zone. Signalers in busy public servers could be getting upwards of 10, 20, maybe even 30 points per minute. If you were thinking of spending Robux on points, this is a great alternative, because a private server costs 75 Robux per month to host, and you'd be getting a lot more back in points. But if you can't get a private server, I understand. Some of the driving methods for earning points are really good as well. There are also some SCR YouTubers that are happy for their fans to use their private servers while they're not recording or streaming. You can usually find these private server links in YouTube video descriptions. But if you do this, make sure the creator has said somewhere that they're happy for you to join. So, there you have it. Lots of different ways of earning points in SCR, but I don't think anything tops 180 points per hour by AFK signaling in a private server. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more SCR content, and let me know in the comments which trains and routes you're saving up for next.